Hello and welcome to the IPF World Classic and Equipped Bench Press Championships 2022. Presented by Eleiko and SBD, we are live from Almaty, Kazakhstan. I'm Joe Whiteley. It's my absolute privilege and pleasure to bring you the World Classic and Equipped Bench Press Championships from Almaty, Kazakhstan. We are in day 5, I think, and this is the classic part of the competition, and we have the Masters lightweight M1 and M2 men in this session, and we have the Masters women lifting later today. This is the running order on your screen at the moment. We're going to run this as 2 groups. All of the M2s are going to come out. We have the classes up to 83 kilo. So 59, 66, 74 and 83 kilo. All M2s in Group A. And then we'll have all those weight classes in the M1s in Group B. The bar is loaded and we are underway. Malik Beldinov from Kazakhstan is going to lead us out. He's in the M2 59s and he has asked for 80 kilos for his opening lift. In classic lifting, belts and wrist straps are allowed, but no bench shirts. Very nice, easy opener. And that's a good lift. Jagannath Puratankandi next from India. He's in the M274s and looking for 95 kilos to open his account. We have an issue. That's not 95. It should be a green plate. That was well caught by the referee. And the bar is now loaded for Jagannath Puratankandi. Fast descent, fast press. That looked like a nice lift. We have a yellow card failure from the centre referee, so if we can just take a look back at the replay. That's not a great replay to see what the head referee saw, so I'm not sure what the yellow card failure was. All the failures have a different colour. In bench press, the red card means it didn't come to the chest or it touched the belt. The blue card is for downward movement or soft lockout. Everything else, there's about 5 or 6 on bench, are yellow card failures. So it's not always totally clear which one it was. However, that was a good lift, and we now have Koji Yoshino from Japan for 105. great arch there. He's got a really high chest that will reduce the length, the path the bar has to travel over, the range of motion, and displays that beautiful technique that we know the Japanese team for. Absolute perfect control down to the chest and a strong press out. Doesn't always move super quick, but that was certainly never in any doubt. And he goes to into the lead in the 59s. Boris Danopik, Kazakhstan, has asked for 112 kilos to open his account. So if we take a look at the graphic that you see now, it's worth keeping your eye on this. In the top left corner it will tell you the weight class and age class. The grey bar will tell you the ranking and if this lift will move him up or down. Well, move him up. And you have the name, nationality, and the bottom bar will populate with his lifts as he does them. Now that looked like it was going to be a very, very easy press, but he just clipped the rack on the way up and it caused the bar to swing out. So the side referee saw downward movement when he clipped that J-hook. Yeah, that's a shame. I think he's strong enough, he'll come out and repeat that. So if you don't train on a combo rack, quite possibly you don't have J-hooks like this. Like the Eleiko rack does, like a competition rack does. Tetsuo Koike is on the platform at the moment from Singapore. Also looking for 112.5. He has the absolute privilege of being coached by Daiki Kadama, who has sent him out there today. Great opening lift. David Kay next from France. He would like 115 kilos to be loaded to the bar for his opening attempt. We have quite big groups this morning. You can have 20 in a flight in bench, it's only 14 in powerlifting. Current best is 127.5. So this should look nice and easy. Yeah, I didn't give him too much trouble. Really nice movement there as he brought the bar down. He brought his chest up to the bar. It's a really great cue. You don't want to be collapsing under the weight. Bayajagal Dolgosuren from Mongolia is next for the same weight, 115. He's heavier than the French lifter, so this will not move him past. We have an interesting situation here where two lifters weigh exactly the same to 2 decimal places. Dolgosuren and Eldar. So, could be interesting if they lift the same weight. That's a good lift for Dolgosuren. So just to expand on that a little bit, if two lifters lift the same weight, it's the lighter body weight that takes the win. However, if the two lifters have exactly the same body weight, then it's the lifter that does the lift first. So in this case, if they both select the same weight, the lower lot number goes first. So lot number will determine the win. It's a very unusual situation to be in. Usually you don't get people weighing in exactly the same. François Bernard next from Team France. He's in the 66s, and this is 120. Looked strong. And you got 3 white lights. Alexander Chernyshov next from Ukraine. Been great to see that we have actually had a Ukrainian team here this week. And we saw a phenomenal matchup in the equipped competition between Ivan Chibrinko and Daiki Kadama. Very exciting match. You'll want to go and find that on YouTube and watch that back. All the sessions can be watched back on Facebook, which might not be the easiest to find, but you'll definitely find them listed on YouTube, grouped together under the competition header. And if you've lifted in this competition, you can go to White Lights Media for a photograph and video package. Great opener for Chernyshov. Steve Petrenchek, powerlifting America, is out next for the same weight as Chernyshov. He's in the same class, 66s. He lifted in the equipped early this week. Now he is a couple of kilos lighter than Chernyshov, and he has the higher lot number. He is holding all the cards. All he needs to do is come out and lift the same weight. And that's a very good start. So he'll just play a smart game now. He'll wait to see what Chernyshov puts in. He'll put the same in and keep rolling through. Of course, the lifter still has to press the weight on the bar. Vincent Eldin from France, now for the same weight, 125, popular weight. That looked nice and easy. Yeah, he's got a red light from the side referee, and I saw that this is also an interesting, a little bit of an obscure rule. The side referee still had his hand up, indicating that he wasn't happy with the lockout in the start position. The rules say, for the centre referee, if the consensus is that the start position's good, he should give the start command. So 2 out of the 3 referees said it was good, he gave the start command. But for the referee that still had his hand in the air, he must give a red light. Ramis B now from Canada. Last lifter out in the 74s. Shouted the bar up. And that's a good lift. Purev Suk from Mongolia is out next. The next few lifters are all in the 83 kilo class. And Purev Doj is looking for 135 for his opening lift. Two to one, a good lift. He has a blue card from the side referee, which indicates a soft lockout. And next out we have Vesa Hartikainen for 145. Not super easy, but certainly not in any doubt. He's on the board. Keeps a nice high chest position, a little bit of leg drive, all the way to the top. Bjorn Andre Eggerdal for 150. 2 Norwegians in this class. Always difficult for the coaches when you've got 2 lifters having a scrap. A figurative scrap on the platform, obviously. And that's a good lift. Now the remaining 2 lifters in this class have both asked for the same weight, so this will get interesting. Takuya Yamashita comes out first. And I can see that he is disadvantaged by heavier body weight and lower lot number. So he has to come out first, and he also has to do more. All Lorentzen has to do is match him. But here's Yamashita for 160. Very comfortable, certainly a lot more in the tank there. Having a few issues with the referee's lights.
Can we have thumbs up or thumbs down, please, referees? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up, thumbs down, referees, please. Your votes. Oh, 3 white lights and a good lift.
Okay, that was 3 white lights. We just have a little bit of a technical failure with the referee's lights. We're just going to sort that out. And next up we have Henning Lorentzen for 160 to move into the lead. Oh, and that's tough. It's tough, it's not going. Oh, wow. Okay, it looked like he was going to shoot into the lead. And he's going to need a conversation with the coach now as to exactly what happened. It just looked too heavy. It did swing back towards his face a little soon. If he gets his lats tight and tucks in well, I'm sure he can get that next time. So we're in round 2 now, and this is Malik Beldinov coming out for his second attempt. 90 kilos.
It now says 90, sorry. 90 kilos for Beldinov. Bar is loaded, 90 kilos, Malik Beldinov, Kazakhstan.
Looked like a good second attempt.
3 wide lines are good lift for building off at 90 kilos. 102.5 on the bar now, please, loaders. Jagannath Pradhan, India.
Jagannath Purattankandi is coming out now for 102.5. He's gone up 7.5. Still well within his personal best of 120.
Bars loaded, 102.5 kilos. Jagannath Pradhan, India.
Yeah, that looked very comfortable.
3 wide lines are a good lift for Pradhan, 110 is the next weight on the bar. Koji Yoshino, Japan.
Koji Yoshino next for 110.
Koji Yoshino, Japan.
He's leading the way in the 59s. Going to be difficult to catch, I think. Very careful descent. You do see a lot of this from the Japanese team. If you go down too slowly, you can bleed a lot of power. We got that little skip as he went off the platform. But it is a good way to control your bar path and touch down exactly in the right place. Just as long as you don't tire yourself out doing it. Boris Danopik. I think he lifted equipped earlier in the week. He missed his opener. That's not worried him, he's gone up 5. I think it was very easy, but he just clipped the rack. So he needs to make sure he's a little bit further down. He's not much further down the bench though, so hopefully he doesn't have the same trouble again. What's happened? I think he's caught the J-hook on the way down. But he didn't get the start command, so what? No, he did get the start command. He started down and he caught the rack, so there's some confusion on the platform. But as far as I can see, he got the start command and the mistake was his own. He was too close to the rack. He caught the hook. That is lift over. And that was a no lift. He's in trouble now. He's just a little bit too high on the up the bench. And as I said the first time out, if you lift on a bench where you don't have that hook, they just have the uprights where you go into the top, then he's just going to have to adjust his position on the bench and just be a little bit further down. Certainly strength isn't an issue. However, whatever his plan was for the competition is now well out of the window. François Bernard from France is now on the platform for 122.5. Only gone up 2.5. That's quite a small increment. I don't remember his opener being very difficult. That looked good. Three white lights.
2.5 for Benyard. Same remains on the bar for David Caillou, also of France. 2.5. Bar is
David Kai next from France, and he is looking for 122.5. Sitting in third place at the moment, but he is under pressure from several of the lifters actually. It's quite close competition in this group, these in the 74s. That was very scrappy. Good lift for sure. No points for style in powerlifting. You just have to do the lift within the rules. Tetsuo Koike, Singapore, for 122.5. He's in fifth place right now. This will move him up a place. You see from the grey bar at the top, will move him from 5th to 4th. A little bit slow off the chest, but it went all the way. Yes, we have 3 white lights. Referee's lights are a little bit temperamental today. Bayajagal Dolgusurn, Mongolia. Opened with 115. This is 125, and this will move him into third place.
Bar is loaded, 125 kilos, Dolgusurn of Mongolia.
Lifter has requested blocks, so we're just sorting those out for him. Bayajagal was nominated in first place with 140. Don't think we've seen him lift internationally before. Mongolians always field a big team for the bench comp. $125 on the bar. And that will not go. Just too heavy, it looked like. He went very quickly as well. It's always a sign of a lifter under pressure when maybe he didn't jump the command, but he certainly went on the P of the press. But it just looked too heavy.
Well, no lift, that was no lift. 127.5 on the bar now for Steve Petrenchak, USA.
Now this is interesting. I said that this is Steve Petrenchak coming out for 127.5. I said that he would just follow the Ukrainian and match him. But he's actually put 127.5 on the bar, whereas the Ukrainian has asked for 132.5. Now this could be because he's not feeling good. He lifted equipped a few days ago. Or it might be a judgment that they don't think the Ukraine's going to get that 132. And I think they were right to take that. That wasn't super easy. Maybe only got another 2.5 kilos in the tank.
Seems to be having some trouble with the lights. Can we provide flags to the referees, please, while we sort this out?
I can see one thumb. I can see 2 thumbs, I think. 3 white lights for Steve.
130 on the bar now. This is from Vincent Eldar of France.
Vincent Eldin, Team France. 130.
Penny, if we're going to provide flags while we sort this out.
We are just supplying the referees with flags, so this is a good opportunity to thank our sponsors, Eleiko and SBD. They are presenting partners of the IPF, and without them we could not put on these competitions. Eleiko produce the best platform equipment in the world. The rack, the platform, the bar, the weights, and SBD produce strength equipment relied upon by strength athletes around the world. But here we go now with Vincent Aldin from France. 130. This won't move him into first place. It will match the Canadian, but Aldin is heavier on body weight by about 800 grams. Really fine differences, making a difference to the competition here. 3 white lights.
130 kilos, 132.5 on the bar now for Alexander Chernyshov, Ukraine.
Really high chest position he gets there. Great mobility.
Bars loaded, 132.5 kilos.
Here we have Alexander Chernyshov, Ukraine, for 132.5 to take the lead back from Petrenchak. His best is currently 150. That looks strong. I think Petrenchak is going to struggle to catch him now, but he needs to be looking over his shoulder for Bernard, who isn't far behind. So maybe the scrap in the 66s is for second place now. Ramis B now, he's in the lead in the 74s. Only gone up 2.5. I wonder if he's just playing a smart game. He's going to not tire himself out with a big lift. Just going to stay ahead. He gets to go out last. He's the last lifter to come out in the 74s in the second round. So he can look at what everyone else has put in and then just do a little bit more. Just whatever it takes. Of course, in single lift bench, you get 2 changes on your third attempt, just like you would on deadlift in a full power competition. I love that he shouts the bar up. Good lift. He has extended his lead just a small amount. Next up we have Perevdoj Perevsuk from Mongolia. Now he's taken quite a big jump. Opened with 135, gone up to 147.5.
Bars loaded, 147.5 kilos. Perevdoj Perevsuk, Mongolia.
His personal best is 145, so this seems like an ambitious move. Yeah, that's going nowhere.
Just too heavy, unlike just too heavy, no lid.
He was trying to move into third place there, but it just would not go.
Bars loaded, 150 kilos, Vesa Hatikainen.
Vesa Hatikainen from Finland is out next for 150. Team Finland in the audience here. Sitting in third place, this won't move him up because he's heavier than Eggerdal. He's coming out, staying ahead of fourth place. Oh no, that's not going to go. I wonder if a lot of these lifters are considering the altitude we're at here. It's a hot, humid day as well, but we're at 1,600 feet, and that altitude does compromise your performance right at the top end. Bjorn Andre Eggerdal next. Sitting in second. Gone up 5 kilos from his opener. This is 155. Had to put some effort in, but it certainly went. Wouldn't expect to see a big jump from him for his third.
Weight on the bar, 160. Uwe Henning Lorentzen, also of Norway. Did not get this first time.
Now, Uwe Henning Lorentzen looking a bit under pressure there. He's sent out by Ralph Marley, who's been coaching all week. Now this just looked too heavy on his opener, so, but I think he was a little bit loose and he didn't tuck in. If he gets this just right, I'm sure it'll go. It's just too heavy. That's a real shame. I think he's in trouble now. This isn't like equipped lifting where you can adjust the shirt, or there's all manner of strategies. It was quite a slow descent. If it was me, if I was coaching him, I think I'd say, you know, make the quick descent, get to the chest, don't use up your energy. See if you can just tighten up the lats, tuck it in, and then fire it off the chest. This takes the pressure off Takuya Yamashita next. It looked like we were going to have a really big battle between Yamashita and Lorentzen. This is 170. It's a characteristic movement. We see him do this every time he comes out. Lifted, equipped a few days ago. Slow and steady. That is a good lift. Now I think he's close to the limit. I wouldn't expect to see much more go on the bar. And these are the standings as we go into round 3. Yoshino is leading from Beldinov in the 59s. Chernyshov is leading from Petrenchek and Bernard in the 66s. In the 74s, it's B from Eldin from Kai. And in the 83s, Yamashita from Eggerdal. Here's Malik Beldinov, local lifter. Got up 5 kilos to 95. Very long arms for a bencher. Oh, do you know, I think that was a perfect judge third attempt. 2-1, a good lift, and he takes the silver medal. Little bit of foot movement there. The feet are allowed to move laterally, but they must not lift. Jagannath Purathakandi from India now for 107.5. He's 2 for 2 right now. Looking for another 5. Making good use of his minute. You have 60 seconds from bar loaded to get the start command. Oh, it's a struggle. He got it all the way though. No, I wondered if the side referees would have something to say. Did his butt come up? Yes, it did. There is no hiding from the butt cam. So that was no lift, leaves him with the best of 102.5 and 6th place. 120 now for Koji Yoshino, Japan. This is interesting, he went up 5 and now he's gone up 10. I guess he's assured of the gold. Doesn't have to defend, because Beldinov has already been out. And this might be a personal goal or a national record he's going for. It's unusual to take a bigger jump from 2nd to 3rd than you did from 1st to 2nd. But his stated current best is 127.5. Careful, controlled touch. No, too heavy. Leaves him with the best of 110, but he does walk away, the M2 59 kilo world champion.
Next round of the bar is 125 kilos of Boris Danovic. He needs this one, Kazakhstan. He needs this one. He does not have a lift yet. He has gone up on every
Now, this is a brave move.
Let everyone get behind him, please.
Boris Danovic has not got a lift in yet. He missed 112.5. He hit the rack. He missed 117.5. Well, the first time out he hit the rack on the press. The second time he caught the rack on the descent. So he needs to be further down the bench. So I think he is further down. Stay where you are there and you should be fine. He certainly looks strong, but it is a brave move to go up with nothing on the board. I think he's just taken the attempts he'd planned anyway. He's further down the bench this time, and his wrist wraps come off. Nevertheless, I think he's nailed it. Oh no. Okay, let's see the side cameras, but hopefully we don't always get a replay, but it's helpful when we do. So if we can see that from the side. I'm not certain. It was a yellow card failure. I didn't see what caused it. So unfortunately that is no lift for Boris. David Caille from France is now out for 127.5. Now 3rd, 4th and 5th place lifters in this class are all out for 127.5. So where's the body weight advantage? Okay, David is the lighter lifter. Sitting in 3rd. He's going to want to get this to stay ahead. And I think he has. He has. So the fight is on. I wonder if he'll get a change now from the Singapore lifter. I can't see anyone coming out to the table, so he's going to come out for 127.5. Here he is, Tetsuo Koike. in fourth, and he's lighter than the Mongolian lifter. So this is to defend against fifth place lifter coming past. Position is not secure yet. First he has to make the lift. And there we go, he had to put some work in. I think that was a great third attempt. And he's in fourth for the moment. Now we have Bayajagol Dolgosurin out next. He missed 125. He's put 127.5 on. This won't take him up a place though, because he's heavier.
Bar is loaded, 127.5 kilos, Dolgosurin, Mongolia.
$127.5 kilos on the bar. Nope, just too much. So that leaves him in fifth.
Sorry, that is no lift, no.
Lifter should really help the spotters back into the rack with the bar. Bit unfair on the spotters just to throw it at them. Francois Bernard is out next. This is an attempt at the silver medal. I think that's Maureen Cabos who lifted yesterday. This is something you do see with the Masters lifters. They all coach each other. And this is for the silver. This is to move past Petrenchak. But I can see Dana, who's coaching him, hovering around the table now, ready to put a change in. He's going to wait to see if Francois gets his lift. And that is no lift for Francois Bernard. He's going to have to be happy with the bronze medal.
No lift for Bernard at 130 kilos. Next weight on the bar. Oh, change, we have a change.
Yep, here we go. We have a change. So we will just wait to see how that filters through on the scoreboard.
Okay, is this right now?
Yeah, I think Petrenchak went up. So Petrenchak, no longer defending against third, is going to try for first.
Okay, we're loading the bar to 132.5 kilos for Steve Petrenchak, USA.
He looks ready. He looks focused.
Bar is loaded, 132.5 kilos, Steve Petrenchak.
Here he comes. It's been a close battle in the 66s. They have had to look over their shoulder as well as looking ahead. But Bernard is now in third, having done his 3 lifts. So here goes Petrenchak for the world title. And he's grinding, but it is not quite there. You know, 100 grams less, and I think that would have gone. But he hasn't lost anything. He still has a silver medal.
Next weight on the bar. No change.
We have another change now. This is Alexander Chernyshov, and he has, what has he changed to? He's gone up, 137.5. Doesn't have to worry that Petrenchak is going to come past. So he's added another 5.
Bar is loaded. 137.5 kilos. Alexander Tsiagishov, Ukraine.
Alexander Chernyshov, Ukraine, already world champion. 137.5 on the bar. And it was a fight. But he got it. He is 3 for 3. And he takes the gold medal. Now we have another close battle in the 74s. First up, Vincent Eldin, France. Only just moved up to the M2s this year. But this is a big jump. There's been a little bit of gameplay in here. Eldin was on 130 on his second. He's gone all the way up to 142.5. 10 kilos above anything he's done in competition before. So it looks like they both made 2 changes. So a little bit of chicken went on, moving up and moving up, trying to push the other lifter into attempting a weight he can't do. Ramis B has all the cards here as he's currently in the lead. That was well controlled, but honestly, just too heavy. And Eldin takes the silver. He's smiling ruefully and shrugging as he leaves the platform. He knew it was a big ask. And he controlled it very well. But there was nothing there for the press.
However, he would like to make it very certain by a couple of the 10 kilos.
So here is Ramis B for the same weight, 145, 142.5. He is already the world champion. I believe he's only been competing a couple of years, so that is a phenomenal achievement. As we often speak of, it's hard to maintain your intensity when inside you're doing cartwheels because you've already won the world title. This would be a 12.5 kilo PB for B. And it's just a little bit too much. But you know, he didn't need it. He's still world champion.
Too heavy, I'm afraid. Don't lift. Next weight on the bar is 147.5 kilos. Mongolia. 2 attempts to change over. There's 2 attempts over.
Okay, we have 5 lifts left in Group A, and they are all in the 83 kilo class. First out is Perevshuk from Mongolia. He missed this last time. He went up a massive 12.5 kilos from what wasn't a super easy opener. So he's going to have another try at that to try and move up to third. Just looked way too heavy on his second. No, too heavy. So that leaves him with the best of 135 and 4th place.
Sorry, that is no lift. No lift. Kurosuk, 150 on the bar. Vesa Hartikainen, change.
We have a change, so I'm just waiting to see how that Vesa Hartikainen was out next, but he's changed. He's gone up. So it will be Bjorn Andre Egedal, I think, for 160. So Egedal is in second place. He's not going to attempt to catch first place, which is quite a long way ahead, 15 kilos ahead right now. So he's defending against the Finn in third. Hartikainen. So this won't change his rank. He is just trying to extend his lead and keep the silver medal. And it's a tough one. That is a real fight, but I think he's got the lockout. That's a great lift. That's a 5 kilo personal best for him. And he's delighted. So, will he keep the silver?
For Uwe Henning Lorentzen of Norway, he needs this lift. He needs this. This will get him.
So, we have the other Norwegian out next, Uwe Henning Lorentzen. This is a real shame. I really wonder if the altitude has affected him, because the Norwegian coaches are a great team. You don't expect them to send a lifter out for a weight he can't do, especially for an opener, but this does really emphasise the importance of picking your openers well. He needs this to stay in the competition. No, it's not there. Real shame.
Sorry, ladies, no lift. I'm afraid for Lorentzen. 162.5 kilos off the bar. Vesa Hartikainen. This is to move from bronze to silver for the
Okay, this is Vesa Hartikainen now trying to take the silver medal from Egedal. He doesn't have to defend. There are no other lifters behind him still to go in this class. He missed 150, gone up to 162.5. I can't see him in the wings. I wonder if he looks like he's just running the clock. He's not going to attempt to move up for the silver. Okay, so that is Vesa Hartikainen. He has the bronze medal. Must have felt that it was just too heavy. So it's a courtesy to the other lifters not to scratch completely, because that reduces the amount of recovery time and rest they get. So if he puts an attempt in, we run the clock for 60 seconds. Even down to the last few seconds, he still could run out and attempt it. But that's a timeout. No lift for Vesa Hartikainen, and he takes the bronze medal. So, one lift remaining in Group A, and that is Takuya Yamashita. He's, did he change his attempt? I thought he had, but he doesn't. The scoreboard doesn't reflect it. So this must just be the original attempt he had in at 175. He looks very happy about it. He knows he's the world champion. Not for the first time. He won in Lithuania, both classic and equipped. I can't just remember if he won in the equipped. I suspect he did. You always see this stretching of the hip flexors beforehand. He benched 172.5 in Lithuania, so this will be a good progression for him. And a small PB. He's really putting some determined effort into it, but it is not there today. Nevertheless, he is the new M2 83 kilo world champion.
First weight on the bar, 105 kilos, Vila Vila of Finland.
Vila Vaivila from Finland is out first in Group B. So Group B is the M1, 66, 74 and 83 kilo classes. We have no 59 kilo lifters.
105 kilos, Vila Vaivila, Finland.
Vila Vaivila for 105. Very nice opener.
Nice easy opener, 107.5. For 105 for Vaivila. Ayazan Maldibayev from Kazakhstan coming out now for 107.5.
Ayazahan Maldibayev next from Kazakhstan, local lifter.
Bar is loaded.
Opening with 107.5 in the 66s.
Kazakhstan.
He's used up quite a bit of his bench time beforehand. He's only got 18 seconds on the clock now. Gets the start command with 6 seconds to go. Cut that quite fine. Did look good, and he's on the board.
3 white lights and a good lift for Maldibayev. 120 on the bar. Rusen, Germany.
Next out we have Mike Rosa, Germany, in the 66s. Again, you can look at the little graphic in the top left-hand corner. Will tell you the age class and weight class. So this is 120. This matches his current best. Very controlled. Very nice opener.
Good lift, 3 white lights for Reza, 120 kilos, 120 remains on the bar. For Amir Reza Mesfaroush, Iran, bar is loaded.
Next out we have Amir Reza Mesfaroush from Iran.
Iran.
He lifted in the equipped a few days ago. He seems to be having a bit of a think about the 120. Just composing himself. He's done 130 in competition. Easy. Well judged first attempt there. And he's on the board. Odan Bayara from Mongolia, also lifted equipped. He's in the 66s. Looking for 127.5, already over his PB for his opening attempt. Very easy. That did not look like a competition PB.
By about 127.5 kilos. 135 on the bar now for Slavomir Slish. Slish of Poland.
Slavomir Sledge next from Poland is out for 135.
Slish.
Current world champion. He's been world champion both classic and equipped. Been competing a long while. And made that look very easy.
Good lift for Slavomir. At 135 kilos, 140 on the bar now. Jan Klür, Germany.
Jan Kluver. Is coming out now for 140.
Bar is loaded. 140 kilos, Jan Klür, Germany.
First lifter out in the 83s. Very long arms, that bar has a long way to travel. But travel it does. That looks like a good opener to me.
Can we see the votes, please, referees? We only have one.
Just waiting for the referee's decision. The lights seem to be giving us a little bit of jip again. We've gone to flags, and that is a good lift.
And white, 3 white lights and good lift. Klür at 140 kilos, good lift. Same weight rate to the bar. 140 kilos, Jari Karnais.
Jari Karnais next from Finland for 140. Also in the 83s. New lifter.
Bar is loaded. 140 kilos, Jari Karnais, Finland.
Like him to self-hand out. No deviation of position there. Very nice opening lift.
3 white lights and a good lift at 140 kilos for Karnais. Next weight on the bar is 145 kilos, Almaz Osmanov, Kazakhstan.
Almaz Osmanov, Kazakhstan. I think he lifted equipped.
Bars loaded, 145 kilos, Almaz Osmanov, Kazakhstan.
Nominated in first. Flares early, presses out, and that takes him to the top of the 66s.
3 white lights and a good lift for Osmanov. 155 on the bar now for Sasha Huse, France.
Sasha Husa, France, 155.
Bars loaded, 155 kilos, Sasha Huse, France.
Haven't seen him at Worlds before, I don't think. I think he's competed at European level though. Very nice. He's on the board. Next out we have Adam Balavida. A youngster, only just into the Masters. He won in Lithuania last year in his first year in the M1s. What's up? There seems to be some confusion. The clock is still ticking, so I'm... Okay, we've reset the clock. It seems to have the wrong rack height. The rulebook says if the error is a platform error, we reset the clock. If it's a lifter error, it has to come out of his lifting time.
Okay, we'll load it now. Start the clock, please. Thank you.
So here we go. Adam Balavida, Polska. And that's why he's a world champion. Very nice opening. Even though it could throw you very easily if you if something like this happens. But he kept his composure and absolutely smoked his opener. Gantugs Ganjor, Mongolia, is out now for 165. Nice lift for Gantugs. Nice high arch he's got there. Might have just clipped the rack on the way up, but it didn't stop it going all the way to lockout. Levani Giligashvili from Georgia. First year as a master. 182.5 on the bar. £400. Nice and strong. And that is a good lift. He's taken the silver at Worlds before and the gold at Europeans. Next up we have Jonathan, or Mike as he's known, Losa. Again, this is his first year in the M1s. And he's asked for 185. TC is just getting him to sort out his wrist wraps before he comes out onto the platform. The only item you can adjust on the platform is your belt. So you have to have everything else sorted out before you get past the TC. Otherwise you are not getting past the TC. TC is technical controller. Nice and easy there for Mike.
Good lift, 185 kilos of Mike Loza. 187.5 kilos on the bar now. So down Gur Sahatov, the US Virgin Islands.
Merdan Nursahatov from USVI, 187.5.
Bars loaded, 187.5 kilos Gerhard Nursahatov.
He took the gold in Lithuania last year. Can he defend it against Mike Losa? They look very closely matched, and they've got Giligashvili quite close to behind as well. So we could see a three-way dance at the end here. Oh, that looks strong. Battle is engaged. We have three lifters looking in great form at the top of the 83 kilo class. So here are the standings as we have them at the moment. Ospanov is leading in the 66s, Balavaida is leading in the 74s, and Nursahatov in the 83s. So, round 2, and Vili Vaivila has gone up quite a long way, 7.5 kilo increase to 112.5.
Bars loaded, 112.5 kilos Vili Vaivila, Finland.
Good lift. Close to his best ever now of 115. Looking very strong. Ayazahan Maldibayev, next from Kazakhstan. Also gone up 7.5. This is 115.
115 kilos from Maldibayev, Kazakhstan.
This is already a 10 kilo personal best. But his opener was very easy. Seven and a half kilos more, not quite so easy, and it's not quite going to go. He was very close there, but couldn't lock it out. He'll get another attempt at that.
No lift for Maldibayev. 125 on the bar now for Mike Rosa. Rosa, Germany.
Mike Klöser, next from Germany.
Bars loaded, 125 kilos, Mike Klöser, Germany.
For 125. This will be a 5 kilo personal best. Now the bar certainly stalled out there. I don't think it dipped, but it's hard from my angle to see what the referees see. We're going to flags. I can see a red, but 2-1, it is a good lift. You just see that back. And it was a tough one. Yeah, it's a hard call there whether it stalled or dipped a little bit. So I can see why that was 2-1. And here's Amir Reza Mesfarouche. He took the bronze for Classic in Lithuania last year. Took the silver in the equipped. He lifted equipped earlier in the week as well. Can't quite remember if he took a medal. I'm not sure he did. Here he is for 125. He's done 130 in the past. This is the weight that that got him a bronze in Lithuania. Very nice. Great lift for Amir Reza Mesfarouche.
3 white lights and a good lift for Mesfarouche at 125, 135 on the bar now for Odon Bayara, Mongolia.
Next up, Odon Bayara, Mongolia. Looking for 135. This will match, but not exceed, not go past Slavomir Sledge in the 66 kilo class. Sitting in third right now. $10 kilos over his competition best. If I remember correctly, his opener was very easy. A little bit of work to do on his second. 2 to 1, a good lift. We'll just see that back.
He's 140 kilos. Slavomir Slits, Poland. Bars loaded. 140 kilos. Slavomir Slits.
Next out we have Slavomir Sledge from Poland. Sitting in second place, but he's not far behind first. Needs to keep an eye on Bayara in third, who could well challenge him, but then we've got Reza behind the Mongolian, who is challenging for third as well, so everyone is looking ahead and looking over their shoulder. It's a strategic game. Easy.
3 white lights and a good lift for Slash at 140 kilos, 145 on the bar. Jan Klür, Germany.
Jan Kluver from Germany is now coming out for 145.
Bars loaded, 145 kilos, Jan Klür, Germany.
Good lift for Jan.
Good lift for Jan, 150 on the bar now.
Almaz Ospanov is out next. He's leading the way in the 66s.
Bars loaded, 150 kilos, Almaz Osmanov, Kazakhstan.
No need for heroics. The name of the game here is just to stay ahead. This will put him 10 kilos out ahead of Sledge. And it certainly wasn't easy, but he's extended his lead and he is going to be difficult to catch now.
Flags, please. White and white. 3 white lights and a good lift. Good lift kilos final. Same weight on the bar.
Jari Kanes from Finland is next for 150.
Bars loaded. 150 kilos. Jari Kanes.
This will move him ahead of Kluve. Looked like a well-judged second attempt. And we have 3 white lights. I think 3 white flags actually, but it's the same thing. Okay, Sasha Husa next. In an attempt to move into the lead in the 74s. A little bit of a last-minute massage from his coach there.
Bars loaded. 167.5 kilos. Sasha Huss, France.
Open with 155, so this is quite a big jump at 167.5. But it looks like he's got it. That's a good lift. I can't see all the referees from here, so I'm trying to lean around and see the flags. It was certainly a good lift. Not sure how many lights, white lights it got. Nevertheless, Husa moves into first place. But here comes Adam Balavida, Polska, to take that place back with 170. And his first lift looked great. I was a little bit slow, but it didn't stall, and it went all the way to the top. 3 white lights for Adam Balaveda, and he is back in the lead. Gantus Ganjor from Mongolia is next for the same weight. He's in the 83s.
Bars loaded. 170 kilos. Gantus Ganjor, Mongolia.
I could see a world record attempt coming up. We have a few lifts to go yet before we get to that. So here's Gantuks for 170. Matches his current best. And it's a battle. He's pushing away, but it is just too heavy today.
No lift. Ganjor, 3 red lights.
So that did go offline. You might have some chance of getting that next time. Next lifter out is Levani Giligashvili from Georgia. So he's asked for 187.5. First place man is on 187.5. So let's see. Giligashvili is the heavier lifter. So this will move him provisionally into second, with 2 more lifters in this category yet to make their second attempt. Strong. Probably not got too much more left though, maybe only 2.5 left. I've got a yellow card from one of the side referees. Just gonna see if I can possibly for butt lift. So here is Merdan Nursaltov for 192.5. Now he is the current world record holder at 197. So this is just under his own world record. Very easy indeed. I think he's going to have an attempt at his own world record there. That is a superb bench press. However, here comes Mike Loza to try and take that away first. He wants to chip that record, add half a kilo to it. The only time you can take an attempt that isn't an increment of 2.5 kilos is when it's a world record at the World Championships, a European record at the European Championships. But as we're at world level, the only way you can take a half a kilo increment is if it's a world record. So here we go, Mike Loza, USA, is looking to take the record from the man who just left the bench. I have to say, his opener looked brilliant. World record on the bar, 198 kilos for Mike Loza. And that's the easiest world record I've seen all week. 3 white lights, and that is a new world record for Mike Loza. And that is certainly not over, because both Mike Loza and Merdan Nursaltov are looking in great shape. So here are our standings as we go into round 3, with Olspanov leading from Sledge, leading from Bayara in the 66s. Balaveda leading from Husa, leading from Esfarouche in the 74s, and Loda from Nursaltov from Giligashvili in the 83s. Wow, I think we have some action. Yeah, I can already see that there's a world record attempt gone on for Nursaltov, and I'm sure Loza will respond. In the meantime, we have Ayazahan Maldibayev from Kazakhstan. Had to do a lot of work to get that to the top, so let's see what the referees have to say. Quite often when you're struggling with the weight, you have a change in elective position, so your butt comes up as you try and bring more of your leg drive into play. But he kept his butt planted, and 2-1, that's a good lift. 115 for him, and 5th place. Ville Väylä, Finland, for 117.5. 2.5 kilos more than he's ever done on the platform before. and it's just not quite there today. As we've said, the altitude does take just a tiny bit off the top of your range. So we have Mike Rosa next from Germany for 127.5.
Bar is loaded, 127.5 kilos, Mike Rosa, Germany.
Already well into PB territory. This is only 2.5 kilos up from his second. And that's no lift. Leaves him with the best of 125 and 4th place.
Sorry, no lift, Rosa, Germany, 127.5 kilos. Next weight on the bar is 130 kilos for Amir Reza Mesfaroush, Iran. Bar is loaded, 130 kilos, Mesfaroush, Iran.
Next up we have Amir Reza Mesfaroush looking very focused. This matches his personal best. Here we go with 130 kilos on the bar. Side refs had their arms up, took a while to get the press command, so hope that's not tied him out too much. And he gets it all the way up. What do the referees think? I think that's a bronze medal for the man from Iran. Chest up, keeps his position really well, keeps his butt planted, and that's a great lift. Next out, Slavomir Sledge from Poland for 150. 10 kilos is a big jump for your third for a 66 kilo lifter, but this will move him ahead of Ospanov. So 150 for provisional pole. And that's just a little bit too heavy. Spotters kept him safe, and that leaves him with a best of 140, and he cannot move up now, but he is not guaranteed the silver. Odon Bayara is going to attempt to take gold. I wonder if he's going to change, actually, and just secure the silver. No, the bar is loaded. He is coming out for 152.5 to take the title. 152.5 on the bar. He's guaranteed the bronze. He's going to shoot for gold. World title on the line. It came off the chest well, but it ground to a halt, so he will have to be happy with a 135 and the bronze medal. That means Slavomir Sledge takes the silver. And we have Jan Kluver next for 152.5 to move up a place. No, not quite there today. Leaves him with the best of 145 and 6th place.
Sorry, Anne, no lift at 152.5, 155 on the bar now. Almaz Osmanov. Already in gold medal position in the 66 kilo class with a 150. Would like to add 5 kilos to that.
Next out, Almaz Osmanov,
5 kilos, Almaz Osmanov.
local lifter. He is already the world champion. Slow off the chest, and that is not going. Leaves him with the best of 150 and the gold medal.
155 on the bar now for Jari Kanais, Finland.
Kept his position really well, but just a little bit too heavy.
Bar is loaded for Kanais at 155 kilos.
Jari Karnes, Finland, for 155. Hitting a personal best on the international platform is quite the achievement, so let's see if he can do it. And he's fighting, he's pushing through. Wow, what a battle. 3 white lights, and he deserved every gram of that. Fantastic lift there. He stayed patient with it, he kept his position well, he didn't throw his butt in the air to try and get more leg drive, he just kept pushing. Rewarded with 3 white lights and a PB. Now here's Gantuk Ganjo from Mongolia. He missed 170 on his second. He's going to try for it again. And it's a great effort. What do the referees think? They think that is a great lift. He's matched his PB, leaves him with a best of 170 and 4th place.
Poland. Currently to lead, but Usa of France is snapping at his heels. He is going to go for more.
So we have the battle for the title in the 74s now. Balaveda is in the lead, and he is the, he's the heavier lifter. Okay, but he has the higher lot number. So what that means is, although Husa would only have to match him to take the win, he can't drop to 172.5 because he has the lower lot number and would have gone first. You can't break the order of competition. So Adam Balavida gets his 172.5, which means that Husa is going to have we've got a bit of an error with the scoreboard just now.
This is 172.5 kilos for Sasha Musa of France. Oh, lot number. You can't do this. This changes the order of lifting.
Okay, we had a bit of confusion there. He tried to drop to 172.5. Balaveda has got the 172.5, but Husa cannot take that because he has the lower lot number. He has to take 175.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a rule that we've seen once before in this competition. You cannot make a change.
We are getting all the obscure rules today, putting us through our paces. So Husa will have to take 175 to go past.
Correct. So, Sasha is coming out for his original nomination of 175 kilos. He needs this to take the world title away from Adam. Adam got his 172.5. Sasha is heavier, so he needs.
If only they were listening to the commentary, they would have known that. So here we go, we're all sorted out. We have 175 on the bar for Sasha Husa to take the title. His World Championship dreams are on the bar. Here we go. He's on the podium. Which step is he on? It's going, it's going. He's locked it out. There was a lot of movement through the body, so I'm going to wait for the referees. 3 white lights. Sasha Husa is the new world champion. But the excitement is not over. We have 3 lifts left to go. We have the podium. We have the people on the podium. It's definitely going to be Losa, Nursahatov and Giligashvili. But we do not know what order they're going to be in. First out is Livani Giligashvili, Georgia, for 195. This will move him past Nursahatov from USVI for the moment. But I don't think Nursatov's got 198.5 on the table for his attempt, and Losa's got 199, but I'm not sure they'll come out for that. And Giligashvili, who's on the platform right now, did not make 195, so he has the bronze medal. He can't go past, but two more lifts to go. I'm just looking to see if anyone's coming to make any changes. I can't see anyone in the wings, so it looks like he's going to come out first. Merdan Nursatov absolutely smoked 192.5, but saw Mike Loza take his world record. He is absolutely going to want that back. But the real prize here is the World Championship title. World Championship titles are forever. That's in the record books for good. World records, you only keep them warm. So here we have US Virgin Islands, Merdan Nursatov, looking to take back his world record and the world title. I would not bet against this. 192.5 looked super easy. Oh, it's not going. It's not going.
It's not gone. It has not gone. So
it's a shocker, and I am not surprised to see we've got a change going in for the 1 lift we have remaining. So Merdan Nursatov walks away with the silver medal. And we have Mike Losa has gone up. He's gone up to 205.5. I don't know the significance of the number specifically. 198.5 would move the record on. He holds the record. He's already world champion. So this may be a national record, a personal goal. Maybe he's looking to beat a teammate or beat the record in a higher weight category. At any rate, he's asked for 205.5. last lift of this session. He took the world record on his second, 198. Nursetov could not take it back. And here comes Mike Losa, 205.5 kilos as an 83 kilo M1 lifter. This is phenomenal. He smokes 198. Here we go. No! Oh, you know what? I wonder if, it's hard to bring the intensity when you've already won, you've already got the record. He looks a little bit disappointed, but you know what? A new world record and his first ever world title. I think he should be happy with his performance. That was a fantastic session, and we have the results here. Ospanov from Sledge from Bayarat in the 66s. Husa from Balaveda from Mesfarouche in the 74s, and Losa from Nursetov from Giligashvili in the 83s. That was an absolutely phenomenal session. We have the medal ceremony coming up. I hope you'll stick around for that. And then we have the Masters Women at 3 p.m. Join us then.
Just Masters 2. Very good. Right, good to go. So, in second place, in the 59 kilo Masters 2 group, will be Malik Beldanov from Kazakhstan. Malik Beldanov. And your world champion in 59 kilo Masters 2 group from Japan is Koji Yasuno. For the big smile. Please be outstanding for the national anthem of Japan. Now goes to the 74 kilo Masters 2 group. In third place is, from France, is David Cole. And in second place in this close running competition, also from France, is Vincent Elvin. And in first place, the world champion from Canada is Ramis B. Please will you be outstanding for the national anthem of Canada. Thank you, gentlemen. We now move on to the 83 kilo Masters 3 group. In third place from Finland, Hedvisa Artonen. And in second place, we got Bjorn Otrey Ekerdam. And in first place, your world champion for the 83 kilo group is Takayama Yamashita, the 170 kilo bench. Please will be outstanding for the national anthem of Japan. second place, we have Stavron Sleds, Poland. And in first place, your world 66 kilo champion is Almaz Osmanov from Kazakhstan. Please be upstanding, ladies and gentlemen, for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. Congratulations. Thank you, gentlemen. Now we move on to the 74 kilo national group. In third place from Iran, we have Amir Reza Mesforish. And in second place from Poland, we have Adam Balon. And in first place, your world 74 kilo master thrown champion from France is Sacha Hussein. Please be upstanding, ladies and gentlemen, for the national anthem of France. Congratulations. Thank you, gentlemen. Moving on to the 83 kilo masters one group. This was an exciting one with the world record. It was 10th of world records. In third place, from Georgia, sorry I didn't recognize the abbreviation. From Georgia we have Levani Gilgasrudi. In second place, from USA Virgin Islands, we have Merdan Nezahov. And in first place, your world champion with the world record is Mike Loza. from the USA. Please be outstanding, ladies and gentlemen, for the national anthem of the USA. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Thank you, gentlemen.